Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's Butterfly Bouquet, and I gave you a little hint of this last Friday, so it's now live. It went live on Tuesday, so you can grab it, stock up on that paper. It's gorgeous. And oh my goodness, the dies are divine. Actually, you're not seeing these hugely well. These are mint macaron. Not hugely coming up. Not hugely coming up, not hugely apparent on this project. In real life you can certainly see them. Thankfully for the one that I'm doing now, bit of a variation. Okay, need a piece of paper that is 6 by 6 inches. If you work in metric, you can keep yours at your 15 1/4 by 15 1/4. Right, so I kind of feel that the paper is this way up. Yeah, it's definitely this way up. So whichever paper that you choose to use, start with it the right way up. I say that in inverted commas, but you know what I mean. The right way up. The way you want it to appear on here. And score it at 3/4 of an inch, 2 3/4, 3 1/2, and 5 1/2 inches, which in metric is 2, 7, 9 and 14. Turn it to the side to score on what will become the bottom, and score that at 3/4 of an inch, 2 centimetres. And the finished dimensions, because I forgot to tell you that, 3/4 of an inch by 2 inches by 5 1/4, and in metric 2 centimetres by 5 centimetres by 13 1/4. Okay. Oh, it's such a pretty paper. Any guesses as to why I think this is a really pretty paper? Could possibly be the rainbow on it. I do love look, I love a rainbow. I love a rainbow. I've got a rainbow bracelet on, which is not focusing. It's still not focusing. I have got a rainbow bracelet on. And actually over on my other wrist, hidden under my jumper so it doesn't jangle, I have a couple of Pandora charms. One of which is the Up House. So from the Disney movie Up, which has got rainbow balloons on it, although they're not really in rainbow order. Oh look, it's focused on that. I've got a rainbow heart that a couple of my team members gave me, and then my carousel, I don't know if you can see it, that's a rainbow as well. So, but because they jangle, I'm going to put them back under my jumper. Nobody likes to hear jangly bracelets. Right, so put it back down the right way up again. And this is the edge that you're going to put adhesive on. So this is the one that you're going to trim a little bit away of. And a little bit at the top. And that dinky little rectangle down at the bottom. Okay. So a little bit there and that bit there. And then just simply cut straight up the other 3 scored lines. Nothing complicated. Super simple. I'm going to put some adhesive down here. Oh, stick it to my finger. So that's the back. Fold in 2 sides and the back, and pop a little bit more tear and tape on here. And fold that up. Now we're going to pinch in either side there. Put your treats in first, and depending on how much you've got in there is at what point your bag is going to stop pushing itself down. Now I have nothing inside this. Small chocolate bars. What else could fit in here? Oh, I've just my inspiration drawers, I've switched them round. Lip balm will go in there, and a Burt's Bees, they'd go in there. So my bag is not going to go any further. If I feel, yeah, that's the top of them. So it's not going to pull in at the sides anymore. But if you had something that was maybe only the bottom and you were just all about showing the paper, oh, I might leave those out for photograph purposes. You'd get a nice pretty crease a little bit further down, but we'll just go with that. Right, so I've got some white baker's twine. This comes as a pair. I want to say this one comes with pink, which is this one. Don't quote me on that one because it might come with grey, or it could come with the navy blue. But let's go round a few times with the Whisper White. Oops. There we go. And then I can tie off the bow. Right, so I'll just trim off the ends. And that actually is really rather pretty just as it is. But because it's a new stamp and die and paper pack, I'm going to grab out some of my dies. Now, if you missed Friday's video, I did a showcase of this. So the stamps are not handy because I'm waiting to film with them and they're underneath other stuff. But it's a big stamp and you can just stamp 6 butterflies all in one go, and then you can die cut all 6 in one go. With this, you could simply create, I don't know, like an aperture effect with it. All of those also match all of these. So you've got all sorts of options, and I want to take, I think, those two. With my piece of Melon Mambo. I'm just going to check that fits. Yes, it does. I'm going to pop those back in there because I don't want to lose any. And I've got my post-it notes. So, white plate number 1, clear plate, and I'm going to tape these down. I say tape, I don't mean tape at all. I'm using a post-it note to hold that one in place. And this one. I'm just going to hack off this extra bit because I don't need that. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them over. So essentially, oh, the dies have just fallen off. Oh, it's because I cut off the sticky bit. Don't do what I've just done. Don't cut off the sticky bit. Let's try that again. We'll just do it like that. So what you're doing is you're cutting up. And it just, you get it, because they're highly detailed, you want them to cut through easily. And you can see as that's coming out, that's die cut without any issue. And I have found that with detailed dies, and not specifically this stamp, this die set, but just detailed dies in general, they work better if you have the die facing up. Thank you, Dina Rico from the Creativity Cave. I learnt that one from her a few years ago, and it means all your bits pop out really quickly as well. But yeah, that was a great tip, and I have used it ever since. I take no credit for it. Totally Dina. Brilliant idea. So there's all my little bits out, and they've all come out of that one straight away. And now all I need to do is pop them onto here, and I'm going to use mini glue dots because they're magic, brilliant things, and I'm sure I could stick a chart to the ceiling with them. I've yet to test it. I should one day, shouldn't I? And film it, sticking children to ceilings with mini glue dots. And I'm just putting them down the body of the butterfly. Oops. Give it a little wiggle. And this one as well. That is a cute, simple project. I hadn't planned to do two video projects this week that didn't have any stamping, but you know, that's how it worked out. But I love it. I love that paper. I'm going to go through loads of it. I just know it. Beautiful, beautiful paper. Gorgeous dies. Absolutely stunning. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.